Welcome to Trent's DIY Adventures. Today I talked to you about a valuable lesson about not winterizing your travel trailer or RV before freezing temperatures hit. So today, nice spring day, we're getting ready to go on a camping trip here in a couple weeks. So I was out getting ready to sanitize the water system, the freshwater tank, and the water lines. So I filled the tanks up, turned on the water pump. Sure enough, the faucet on the bathroom sink blew. So I get that fixed, and then I hear the actual water pump shooting out water. Had to get that fixed. Listening for new leaks as everything comes out. Kind of fix the water pump. You fix one leak at a time, one leak at a time, one leak at a time. Next was the toilet valve sprung a leak. And then after the toilet, the outdoor shower. That was a fun afternoon. And I'll go through the products of what I used, what I replaced, kind of show you what happened. So why did I not winterize my RV? Because I know better. I've been around RVs, I know better. Why did I not winterize? Honestly, we got done camping. I procrastinated in September thinking, oh, I'll just do it before the first freeze in October. Next thing you know, we got freezing and snow early October, and the damage was probably already done from where these were sitting at in our travel trailer. So valuable lesson. If you're storing your RV or travel trailer in a freezing climate, I highly recommend you figure out how to winterize, whether you take it to a dealer or you do it yourself. Definitely put some RV antifreeze in the water lines so you don't learn the valuable lesson that I did. So let's go through what broke and what we used to fix it.
So here we have the up close of the water pump that failed on me. And as you can see right here, this is the quick connect portion, and piece broke off here. So when the pressure came out, the fitting was just able to break, push out from the pressure. And that just, on this flow jet water pump, it's just a slide out and the fitting comes out. And there's an O-ring on here that seals in place. And this wasn't able to seal since it's all cracked out. So that was one area that failed. Again, not going through and doing the proper draining and winterizing. Water was still left inside the pump and expanded and broke that. But with having to buy a new pump, this now gives me a 90-degree or a straight. I think I'll probably end up using a 90-degree or fitting. So I can just pop this open on the new pump I installed, because I put in the same pump right back into it. I can just push that in there, have a tube coming off of this 90-degree and go straight into the gallon jug of RV antifreeze. Use that to pump instead of using the Camco inline fitting. I can just use one of these, pull this out, pull one of the inlet side out, and push this hose in, and it'll suck right out of the gallon jug to circulate the RV antifreeze throughout the system. So hopefully, again, this doesn't happen to me again. But nice that since I reused the same pump, I didn't have to redo any hosing or anything, hoses or clamps or anything. This FlowJet one does come with the adapters, where it would push in, and then you would have your threaded fitting. So if you do have threaded fittings connections on your current water pump, you could change out to a FlowJet to make this in and out, make it pretty quick to circulate RV antifreeze. And I'll show a video now that I've learned my lesson for sure, making sure I winterize through the water pump in the fall. Another area that failed was the bathroom sink, and this faucet valve just pushed right on out, and that just kind of screws down on there. I did try taking this apart and screwing this back in, it wouldn't turn off. No matter how tight I got that, it just wouldn't seal up to where when I turned the valve on and off, it wouldn't turn. So the valve was broken. Same thing with the outdoor shower. You had the same fitting here where one of the fittings just would not turn off completely. And then I don't have it here pictured with me, but the actual wand portion cracked out too as well on that one. So it was just constant water running through outdoor shower. And I don't have the actual piece anymore. I'm not sure what my wife did to it after she took this photo of it for me. But you can see all these micro cracks that are discolorations in the valve. This is the toilet valve for the foot pedal toilet in our camper. That too cracked out, so which means water had gotten left inside the valve, and then it froze, expanded, and broke the plastic. So that was one of the last valves to get replaced. So here is the final bill for our damage. And these were all purchased from a local RV parts store. So bathroom faucet at $40.36, the water pump at $140.95, the toilet valve $58.99, and then the outdoor shower. I did do an upgrade into the quick connect style hose, so that was a little bit more expensive at $46.19. Probably could have saved a little bit of money there by going back in with the basic plastic stuff, but I wanted to do an upgrade there. So total was $286.49, and then it took me probably 3 hours to replace all the different pieces, not counting the trips back and forth to the parts store and clean up and everything. So you'd probably have to have that added on. I'm not sure what your RV center would charge per hour, even if it's $100 minimum. You got to expect 2, maybe 3 hours worth of work for them to diagnose, parts, install, that kind of stuff. So it's another $300 on top of that. So hefty bill, because $286 isn't cheap. And I am just hoping that nothing else breaks. It's a hefty bill for not winterizing your RV. Definitely a lesson learned. I should have known better, absolutely. And we'll definitely do how to winterize your RV, or how I would do it in the fall, as it will become a normal practice for me. That is my tip. Make sure you winterize your camper or your RV if you're in freezing temperatures. Otherwise, it can be a hefty bill. Lesson learned, and hopefully from my experience, you can learn too as well. Please don't skip the step. Thank you for watching.